Aloha, everyone, and Merry Christmas. This is Chesapeake Movie Thoughts. And today, last week, I gave just a reaction, just a really quick reaction to seeing The Last Jedi for the first time. And the movie it's just so unexpected. It's just so crazy in what directions it went. That's been on my mind. So I thought I would have to do another video talking about, some spoilers, talking about just some of the reveals and the surprises and the twists and turns in more detail of The Last Jedi. Let's get into it. First of all, of course, the movie wastes absolutely no time in settling one of answering one of the big questions left from the last movie. As practically as soon as the crawl's done, we learn that Snoke is Lando. How does that even make sense? I mean, one thing that it does clear up is how Snoke was able to get to young Ben Solo, because that would have meant he was a friend of the family. He would have had access to them, to Han and Leia and their son. So that does clear that part up. But he had no Force powers. I mean, how did he become this master of the dark side, and how did his appearance change so much? I'll go with them on this. Because I mean, obviously the answer is going to come in episode 9. So I'll go with them. I'm eager to see how that works out. But all right, so that opening battle happens, and the rebellion cruiser, the resistance cruiser, is boarded. And we get Kylo Ren coming out there with a lightsaber, and I gotta admit, I did like that shot of the furry little hand coming into frame holding a lightsaber, and then the camera swings around, and it's Wicket the Ewok with a lightsaber defending the ship against Kylo Ren. I was like, nobody thought in a million years that they would ever see that. I gotta say though, the scene was kind of awesome. It was kind of awesome. Of course, I don't know how he got lightsaber training. I don't know if that's ever going to be explained. But Wicket, he did pretty well. He was pretty awesome. But it is Kylo Ren, so obviously we lost another legacy character there from the original trilogy. But he had a good end. He definitely had a good end. But then when we cut back to Lando, Snoke, and this was a twist I did not see coming. That we find out that he's actually not the supreme leader. He's actually answering to someone else. They keep this up as a mystery throughout most of the movie, but by the end we find out he's actually talking to the Porgs. The Porgs are secretly running the First Order. I thought they were just throwing those in to sell plush toys. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. That was a twist I did not see coming. Jeez. Okay, well, of course this is the middle chapter in the trilogy, so things are not going to go well for the heroes, just like in Empire Strikes Back. So the Resistance does get away, but barely, and so they're all licking their wounds and everything like that. They're wondering how they're going to turn this around. And then everybody turns around, and who is there but Han Solo as a Force ghost. I guess this kind of like proves the theories that were going around that Han Solo might be just like a touch Force sensitive, and that's why how he had all the good luck that he always had, that was looking for just a little bit of Force sensitivity. It's kind of changing the premise, though, that you have to actually train in order to be a Force ghost after you die. That Qui-Gon invented it, and that there's a technique, there's a training to it. Because it seems like now anyone with any Force sensitivity at all can manifest as a Force ghost. But it's worth it to see Han and Leia get another scene together. It's just worth it. Okay, so then we're on the medical frigate. We're on the medical frigate there. That's where Finn wakes up from his coma, And that's where something's not quite right. He sees that something's not quite right, and then they tell him he's not actually human after all. That he is actually a droid, a separatist battle droid that's been rebuilt into a humanoid form, and reprogrammed. Okay, I guess that's why he wasn't a normal stormtrooper, but I would not have expected that. I did not see that coming at all. That's going to be a theme for this whole video. I did not see that coming. Oh my gosh. Oh, and speaking about things you didn't see coming, okay, so of course we got to go back to Rey and Luke. And, of course, that there was two big questions on everyone's mind, two in particular, on everyone's mind after The Force Awakens. Snoke, we already got that answer. And then, who's Rey's father? And then Luke tells her, and of all the theories, everything out there, nobody called this. Nobody knew that it was C-3PO. How does that even work? But I gotta say, it's gotta tie into the Finn story somehow, because like her father's a droid, he turns out to be a droid. That's gotta tie in somehow. I gotta see Episode 9. I gotta see how that works out. Okay, so we get more with Luke, and we see the books. You saw them in the trailer. We see the books, and the books are apparently the key to all this. But I was expecting them to be like ancient writings of the Jedi or something like that, and they're actually recipes written down by Qui-Gon Jinn. They're like cookbooks, Qui-Gon's cookbooks. But apparently they're the key to all of this. I don't understand that at all. It doesn't make any sense to me. That's like the whole movie. All this stuff just doesn't make sense. But, I mean, it leaves you wanting more. It leaves you wanting answers. It's answering some questions, but it's giving you more. So you got to go to Episode 9 to see how that works out. But I guess it was kind of like interesting backstory to learn that Qui-Gon almost left the Jedi Order to become a chef. I guess that's a little extra backstory we didn't know, and I wouldn't have expected. But okay, I'll go with them on this. I'll see where they're headed. Okay, but I'm not going to talk too much about the big climactic battle. I'm not going to talk about that. That kind of speaks for itself, and you just have to see that. I'm gonna cut right to the post-credits scene, because this is, even with the reveal of Rey, the reveal of Snoke, this is what everybody is talking about, and my jaw hit the floor. I could not believe this. To see that blue portal kind of open up, and then out steps Wolverine. I know Disney just bought Fox, but they just bought Fox. How fast did they have to work to get that post-credits scene in there? Oh my god! And so does this mean that the MCU and there's going to be connected to Star Wars now? I guess. Wow! Just that, everybody was floored by that. To see Wolverine in a Star Wars movie. I'm pretty sure it was not Hugh Jackman. I think it was just I think it's an actor they got as a stand-in for whoever they're eventually going to cast as Wolverine. He was in the mask. And by the way, how great was it to see the mask? But okay, he was in the mask. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was not Hugh Jackman. But, okay, yeah, we know... Alright, so it ends with him in a face-off with Luke. I don't know why, but I think he's in a face-off with Luke. And, of course, Luke was building that new lightsaber at the end of the movie, and this is when he first turns it on, and it's got a pink blade. It's a pink lightsaber. I think there's symbolism to that. Like, it's like the dark side always used red, the Sith always used red lightsabers, and this is, like, pink is like a lighter red, so I think it's kind of into a theme of, like, bringing light to the dark side, which I think is, like, it's kind of a little bit of that theme towards the end of the movie, and I think that's setting up for Episode 9. Again, like, this whole thing is just making you want to see Episode 9. So, wow. Wow. I mean, talk about unexpected. I mean, really. You gotta see it for yourself. If you haven't seen it yet, well, of course, if you haven't seen it yet, you're probably not watching because it's spoilers. But, if you haven't seen it yet, you gotta see this stuff for yourself. Before I wrap up, I do want to say one more thing, and that's that everything I just said was wrong. This was all done in fun. This movie is not that crazy. They actually did a much better job writing this movie than I did. So again, but do go see it. Like, comment, subscribe, and that's a wrap.